Hello, this is Tomlin from TomlinHarmonicaLessons.com, and today I'm going to show you how to play the solo from Shotgun Blues by Junior Wells. So for this lesson you will need a harmonica in the key of E, and we are playing in second position in the key of B. But before I show you how to play it, let's listen to what it's going to sound like. Okay, so this is a really fun driving tune, and I'm going to get cracking with the first lick. I'm going to go through all of the licks quite quickly because you can pause the video and work through them at your own speed. So let's get started. Lick 1 is going to sound like this, and it starts on beat 1 of bar 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're starting with a 4 draw with an inflection. So that means we're hitting it with a slight bend and then releasing it up by saying kya. And you're holding that for 3 beats. And then on beat 4, you're going to do that same kind of inflection on a 3 draw. And then bend down to the 3 draw whole step bend on the off beat. And then go to the 2 draw. So that'll be... Okay, so all the way through. Let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then lick number 2 going to sound like this. This one starts on beat 1 of bar 3 of the 12 bar blues. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're starting with that 4 draw inflection again, and this time instead of going to the 3 draw afterwards, what we're going to do, we're going to hold that 4 draw, and then we're going to bend down to the 4 draw half step bend just before sliding to a 2 draw on beat 4. So you're doing... So you want to kind of bend down and slide really quickly. Okay, that kind of thing. And then on beat 1 of the next bar, you're going to hit a 2 draw whole step bend and release it up to the clean 2 draw straight away, and then hold it for the rest of that bar. Okay, so together that'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so lick number 3 is going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the lick that gets played over the 4 chord. It starts on beat 1 of bar 5, and we've got 2 halves to it. So our first half, so we're playing all 8th notes, 2 draw, 3 draw half step bend, 2 draw, 2 blow, 2 draw, 2 draw whole step bend. Let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you have a 1 beat rest, and then a half beat rest on beat 1 of the next bar before you play the 4 draw on the off beat. So you get the 4 draw starting on the off beat, and then we play a 3 draw starting on beat 3, and then bending down to the 3 draw whole step bend straight away. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so if you put both halves together, that'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try that together nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now lick 4, we come back to the 1 chord in bar 7, and it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so similar to lick 3, except that we've got a slightly longer first half. We're playing all 8th notes, 2 draw, 3 draw half step bend, 2 draw, 2 blow, 2 draw, and then we play a little 1, 2, 3 draw chord. That's where it starts to differ. So that's just a quick little 1, 2, 3 draw chord, and then a 2 draw, clean 2 draw again, 2 draw whole step bend. So the crucial thing is getting from the clean 2 draw to a chord, then back to a nice tight mouth shape for the clean 2 draw again before you bend it to the 2 draw whole step bend. So slowly that'll be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we have a 1 beat rest at the beginning of the next bar on beat 1, and then starting on beat 2, 3 draw with a little inflection, bend down to the 3 draw whole step bend on the off beat, and then 2 draw starting on the next beat. So that's. So if you put both halves together, that'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right, and then we have lick 5, which is going to start just before we go into bar 9 and the change to the 5 chord, and it's going to last over the 5 chord and 4 chord. It's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to start with 3 draw with that little inflection just on the off beat before beat 1, and then we're going to play a 3 draw whole step bend on beat 1 of the 5 chord in bar 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you've got a 2.5 beat rest before starting a 4 draw bend on the off beat of that bar and releasing it up to a clean 4 draw on beat 1 of the next bar. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you have exactly the same thing that we had in lick 2, where you're holding that 4 draw and then you're bending it down to a 4 draw bend and sliding down to a 2 draw so that the 2 draw lands on beat 4. So that's. Okay, so let's try all of lick 5. It's going to sound like this. So listen to it first and then we'll play it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now finally we have the turnaround. So let's listen to what the turnaround is going to sound like. Turnaround, it'll be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is quite a bit more frenetic than other parts of the tune. So we're starting with a 2 draw on beat 1 of bar 11, and then we're going to play these really quick little trills where you're doing 2 draw whole step bend, and that's starting on each beat. So you've got. And that final one, that third one that you're going to do, so just after beat 4, you're going to have a tiny break. It's actually a 16th note rest, and then you're going to play a 1, 2, 3 draw chord. So that'll be. And then on beat 1 of the next bar, we're playing a 2 draw, then a 1, 2, 3 draw chord on the off beat, and then landing on a 1 draw on beat 2. So that's. So really slowly, so you can hear where that chord comes in. Okay, so let's try that together, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. So if you're feeling really feisty, let's try playing through the whole thing quite slowly. If you want to spend some time working on any of those licks before you do that, don't worry, just pause the video and try that. But otherwise, let's try it from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, excellent work. So, to make it easier for you to learn this tune, I've put together audio clips of me playing each lick really slowly, as well as tab and a backing track for you to download, all for free. All you need to do is click on the link in the description below, which will take you to my website, and follow the on-screen instructions. But before you do that, you can do a little something for me. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up by hitting the like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? You should subscribe to my channel. I put out new lessons every week, so don't miss out. See you next week. Happy harping.